And this is Amber's Corner, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, watch review, subscribe. Welcome. If you're returning, watch review, subscribe. Welcome back. Alright, so let's get into this. Today's video is a story time, so let's get into it. So today's video is about my my hairstylist, Miss V. And the role that the very important role she played in my life. Now, Miss V had been there with me through a death in the family, my graduation. She had been there through a lot with me when I got my learner's permit. She had just played like a major part in my life. So Miss V was, like I said, my hairstylist. I remember the first time I had ever stepped foot into her shop. The first time ever. I think I had an event to go to a Sweet 16. I was in middle school, I think, high school. I'm not sure. I had an event to go to a Sweet 16. I wanted to get my hair done. So Miss V, I had made an appointment to go to her. My cousin had been going to her beforehand, and she was doing my cousin hair pretty regularly, I think. Yeah, pretty regularly. And I just decided, okay, you know, I want to change up my look a little bit. I get the same thing all the time. I need options. I went to her for the first time ever. And I started going to her, and she did so. Now, the first time I went to her, she's, like I said, I'm going to say this again. Miss V is one of those people, when you come into her shop, you can expect to sit there for a while. 30 minutes to an hour is how long you will sit before she actually starts your hair. And 4 hours is how long you will be there while she do your hair. So if you clock all that in, add, subtract a few things, like a client may cancel, so they might push you up a little bit, or another client may come in, need their hair done, or touch up or something like that. I say, nah, you'll be there about, if I went in at 8, I probably wouldn't getting out to like 2. And it was an all-day event. So anytime I went, I had to make sure my schedule was clear for the day. For the entire day. Because that was going to be an all-day affair. I had to prepare. I made sure I packed the bag every time I went. I had headphones, my phone, my charger, food, snacks. I came prepared every time I went, because it was always like it was an all-day affair. You could always expect to be there for some time, and this time was no different. So but any time was no different. So like I said, you could expect to be there all day long. And the first time I did that, I had been warned beforehand before going there. You know, you're gonna be there a while, so you might well prepare. And I didn't believe the person when they told me that, but they were right, and I got a text. I remember I called my mom. I said, "My baby will never get married now. I don't know what's going on." And she tells you when you send her trust, she said, "Don't rush her. She'll get to you when she get to you." And sometimes she has those clients. She get those clients every now and then that come in and think they supposed to get in and get out because their life's so important. It was one girl in particular that did this, and she learned the hard way that it doesn't work like that. So here's how she would play it. So she came in, she called, and she was a walk-in. She called, and I think Miss V had like 3 heads, including mine. But she said it was a while before her next 2 heads came in, like that. So she said I could fit you in between these 3 heads and those next 2 heads, like that. She said, okay. And so they would send her a picture of the type of hairstyle that they wanted. And she'd tell them, okay, for this particular hairstyle, I'll get this particular hair, this particular brand of hair. And she could tell you how much it cost and everything. Like, that's just how good she was. So, she'd tell you, she said, go to this store and get it. And say, so-and-so sent you, just like that. So, yeah. So, the girl comes in, and she's as soon as she come in, she's like, okay, so when you think you'll be able to get me in? She said, just have a seat for right now. She said, I got 2 heads before you, because she was already working on one of her heads already. She said, I got 2 heads before you, so just sit down and I'll get you in a moment, like that. Now, when you come, you know hairstylists talk. That's hairstylists. In the moment means I'll get to you when I'm done, and I can get to you. Cause my two late heads could come in now and need their hair done now, and I'm gonna take them before I take you because you're walking. They made appointments. That's how that goes. That's how the game. That's why you make your appointment. So if that were to happen, your spot will be secured. She not gonna let a walk-in go before somebody that made an appointment, a paying customer. Now you a paying customer too, but this person made an appointment. That means they gonna pay. They plan to pay. They had the money. They probably don't pay the hair time for the hairstyle they want. So she gonna get them before she get you, regardless. So the girl made a point. They was in there doing small talk, and the girl made a point to keep bringing it that she had this to do. She was busy today. She just kept making that a point to say throughout the time. I guess Miss V had got tired of her talking about it. So she said, okay. She said, look. She said, she talking to me. She said, yeah. She said, you don't mind her coming for you. She said, right. I said, no, I'm good. Go ahead. I said, go ahead. You can go before me. She said, fine. She said, don't worry, yeah, me. She said, you know I got you. I said, yeah, I know. And she did. She always had me. Okay. And so, the girl, so this is how she played it. So, the woman that was going to get her hair done for me, she went ahead, she took her, she stuck her under the dryer. She prepped her and watched her stuck her under dryer. Then the next girl, the girl that I let go in front of me, she got her prep ready, washed, and put her under the dryer. By the time that girl got under the dryer, the other woman was about to come out. So she pulled her out, got her prepped and ready for her hairstyle, and then put her back under dryer depending on what she was getting. This girl comes out, she get her prepped and ready for her hairstyle, and the hairstyle she was getting, she need to get back under the dryer for at least another 20 minutes. Put her right back under the hair dryer. Now, if you know anything about anything, depending on the hairstyle you get, you're gonna be under the dryer for a minute. Now, if you get like what is it? A wrap? What is it? Quick weave. That's like a 20-minute process under drying, because they have to wrap your hair, wrap it with that tissue paper, put that black stuff, to put that black cast on it to keep your hair from being yanked out when they lay the tracks down on your head. Then they have to decide, depending on what you put on your product, you gonna have to leave some natural hair out. That's an all day. That's like a 20 minute to an hour process. A quick weave should never take more than 30 minutes to do, period. But from the time that the set dry to from the time you have to be on the dryer makes a quick weave at least an hour thing. So this girl was getting a quick weave, so she was going to be under for a good 20 minutes because her hair had to dry through, or else the tracks and the paper would be too heavy on her hair and it would just fall. So she had to dry all the way. Your hair has to dry all the way through when you get the quick weave. It has to be completely dry. So she stuck her under dry, and that was a 20-minute affair. And that's 20 minutes plus if the woman that she was doing before her hairstyle was going to take a little bit more time. And that woman's hairstyle was going to take a little bit more time because she had short hair. And she wanted a dye. She wanted to be curled and stuff like that. So it was going to take a little bit more time. And, you take a little bit more time. You can take a little bit more extra time on short hair. Not only because you want it to last, but, you want them to feel just as good as the person with hair or getting the weave. You know what I mean? So, her hair took a little bit more time. She took a little bit more time with those types of hair to make them feel a little bit better, which she should do. The girl still, and she's still going on about how she has to do this and this and this, that, she said. And she was just still making the point to mention it. So finally she get in the chair. And I think the girl brought her baby along, just like that. And her baby was like in the car seat, like crying. I mean, just bawling. And she never even looked down. She talked about everything she about to do today. She did everything but notice that baby. And so Miss V made the point. She said I'm about her to get this child up out my chair, because she been doing the most since she walked through the door. So she hurried up, she got her hair done, she got her out, whatever. And so that was just like one example of how she always, I mean always, just she was gonna do what she was gonna do. So, and my first my first visit with her was proof enough of that, and every visit after that was proof enough of that. And after so many visits with her, I actually didn't mind her putting me last. You know what I mean? I actually didn't mind waiting all day to get in the chair, because the therapy I got while I was in the chair was well worth it. You know what I mean? Sometimes she get me in a little bit fast and get me out, just because she might have had a lot to do or a lot going on there. And I know sometimes, like, she had other things going on, and you know, she couldn't always dedicate time to, you know, just lingering around like that. But you know, I always appreciated it more when she did it, because I talks and stuff, or sometimes what got me through the week, got me through the month, got me through the year. You know what I mean? So like I said, she was there, like, through a lot of things. I know when my grandma passed, she was talking to me, and she was telling me and my cousin, because me and my cousin had made an appointment to go at the same time to get our hair done for our grandma's funeral. And she was basically just telling us something we knew already, but we were just scared to face. You know, we had lost one of the most important people in our life at that moment, outside of our moms, you know, our aunties and stuff, even each other. You know what I mean? We had lost her, and when we did, for my cousin, it had set it a little bit faster. You know what I mean? Just because, and she took it differently, but me, I didn't tick as fast. You know, I cried here and there, but my major breakdown didn't really happen to after she was gone. You know what I mean? I cried at the funeral. I went berserk at the funeral. Like, I didn't want to go touch the casket. I didn't want to look at it. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want anything to do with it, which was hard since I was right there at the front and I had to see it. But you know, I wasn't ready to see her. That I wasn't accepting of it. I didn't. It scared me, because it was like a reality check for me, like, you know, because when my grandma passed, we were grown. All her first set of grandkids were just about grown, you know. I was in my 20s, 21. My oldest cousin was grown as heck, 25. My youngest was in her 20s. My youngest cousin was in her 20s. The youngest probably in high school. You know what I mean? We were just... She had no small grandchildren anymore. We were all pretty grown, and so no more. But like, it just, we held on. You know what I mean? And I know I held on because I needed her. I still needed her, and as long as she was there, I feel like I feel like a baby. You know what I mean? I felt when I tell y'all the me now. If you know me now, me then were two different people. Two different people. I was more timid, more scared, more shy. I still wanted things, but I didn't have the fight to go get it. But when my grandma left this world, I don't know what happened. Like, something clicked. Grandma ain't here no more. You know, my mama here, of course, but you know, I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be like me needing her forever. You know, I want her to be able to say, okay, I'm good. My baby, okay. You know, I can go on and do what I need to do. You know, so my mom. I'm at a point now where my mama, if my mama want to have a life, you know, of some kind, she can go do that. You know, she don't got really into going to casino now. So like, that's something I don't care about, because I'm good on my end. Like, she ain't got to sit and constantly worry about me. Even she done said that she ain't got to sit and constantly worry about me no more, because she know I can handle things for myself now. But back then, she probably couldn't have done that. She probably could not have done that. I'm glad that's something I can gift her with now. The mindset, know that I'm good. If she was to go be by herself for a couple days, I'm gonna be fine, just like that. So and there for all of that, and she got to see that, and she saw just like the nitty gritty of it and how it was. And I know she made the point to say, like, I think her family was going through some next time a death, and it was like a lot of hustle and bustle going on about certain things. And I just kept hearing her say how she admired my family. We were together, like she knew my family through and through. She knew my cousin's stepdad. She knew how her mom and him met. She knew us, like she knew us, and she had been a family friend for a long time. Like, she used to do my mama hair when she was going to the club, when her clubbing days. I mean, like, she was a really close family member. And so she like she just knew us, and so she was just like, I love the way your family is. I love how close y'all are. I said, you know, we not perfect, right? She said, yeah, ain't nobody perfect, but she said, y'all just, y'all are where a family's supposed to be. I said, yeah. I said, and she was right, because, I mean, at the time, as hard as it was to go through what we were going through, I think in the long run, it made us closer. Even my mama said that. She said, you know, losing grandma, she said, I think it made us closer. We were already a close-knit family anyway, but we don't got closer. You know, we call each other more. We check in on each other. We just more close knit. You know what I mean? And my mama got to the point where like she'll drop everything just to go be over there for a little while. Like we was over there today with my auntie cutting up as we always do. And that's just us. That's my family. We cut up. We have a good time. You know, we all laugh all the time. Sometimes we have our moments where we're not the best and we act up and we do stupid stuff. But it's family. That's how it's supposed to be. And she was just saying it. But I think the reason why I made this video because I wanted to honor her just a little bit, because I see on my channel that I go out my way to talk about the negative, but I don't bother to touch on the people that have touched my life in a positive way. And she is one. Not only did she make me look good, but she made me feel absolutely amazing. Every visit, and I didn't mind it. I would too. I know when I had passed my first 3 tests, I couldn't wait to get in the shop and tell her about it. When I passed my last test, I could not wait to get in the shop and tell about it. When I got my learner's permit, I couldn't wait. I remember when I got my learner's permit, actually. I just had passed the test and I was making my appointment to go and let her know. So, I mean, to get my hair done, but to also let her know that I had passed too. I got my learner's permit, and she swapped. My mama always made the point to tell me, she said yes. She said, if you want a car, you have to go get yourself. You have to pay for it yourself because I can't afford to get you a car. And I really couldn't argue with her about it because I know my mama can't afford to give me a car. I knew that. I know that now. She can't afford to give me a car. I don't expect that from her. I wouldn't ask that of her. You know, if my mind right, I would never ask her to do that or make that kind of sacrifice for me because that's not something I want. That's something I am fully capable of doing myself. But I hinted at it. I hinted at like I don't want no strapped lock car. You know, I just want like a piece of a car. And my mama had hinted at it a few times before as a way to encourage me. I know one time before I was actively working on trying to get my learner's permit. And I failed and I was about to give up. And she said, okay, she said, look. And she was like, you know, I wish you would go ahead and get it, because maybe if you go ahead and get it, you know, I could be looking for a car for you. I think like she had been at work around some people that maybe were talking about selling the car, a piece of a car they had that it wasn't good, but it would be okay for somebody that's learning how. Like, I think it was things she was just thinking about. I don't think she actually ever planned on. I think she thought maybe if I give her an incentive to go ahead and try to get them, she'll go ahead and do it. And after I had got him, I came and I was telling her that I had got him. She said, I'm proud. She said, you're gonna get a license next. She said, you're gonna be driving. She said, I can't wait to see that. I said, yeah. I said, I don't know who called me driving. Mom got a stick like that. She said, yeah. She said, you'll learn how to drive it. Your mom will teach you how to drive it. I said, yes, she is. She said, she'll probably end up getting you a car. I said, no, she not. She said, watch, she gonna get you a car. It may not be a brand new car, but she gonna get you a car. She gonna get you a car. You the only child too. Oh, you getting a car. I said, no, thanks. So I think you know my mama is, what did you think you do? My mama cheap. My mama ain't finna buy no car for me. And I just wish she was here so I could tell her, you were right. You were right. She bought me a car. I couldn't believe it, but she bought me a car. And I remember after I had got my car, I was sitting in the living room. I said, Mama, I said, Miss V said you gonna get me a car. I didn't believe her when she said, and I think I was about to make an appointment to. No, I didn't. I think right before I got the car, she was. I think she had like a stroke or something in the car in my life. A lot. And when I think back on everything that we don't talk about or stuff like that, you know, and those are some things I can get into in separate videos maybe later on. But when I think back about those moments, I think back about, you know, those questionable years in my life when I wish I would have had somebody like that to talk to get me through things and stuff like that. I remember when I had graduated, and I think I told her that I was graduating, but I didn't think I was telling her that, you know, I wanted my moment to walk down the aisle and just experience that, because I didn't get to. So I think you should. She said, I think it's a good idea. Even though my mama didn't really see, she didn't mind me do, but she didn't see the point in it, because I guess she was just ready for me to be done with it. But like, I think, which was what my mama did understand, was that it wasn't just about, you know, getting the diploma. It was about a moment that, you know, I wanted to have, even if it was a small one. You know, just me being able to walk down the aisle, have my mama get my diploma, and walk across the stage is something I think everybody that works for something deserves to have. And she understood that. She understood it so well. She said, I think you should do. I think you deserve that. I think you've earned that. You should have it. I appreciate her more for that, because that was something, and I don't regret it. I don't regret it. I probably didn't tell a lot of people about it, but I don't regret those moments, because I needed it, and she was right. I just wanted to tell her that she was right. I don't know, you know, I know she can't because she's gone, but like, I need something just to represent her mark she left on me in a major way. I need that. So yeah, my camera about to go there, so I'm just gonna cut that here. Hope you enjoy, hope you like that, hope you like it. I don't know it all. I hope you like it, I hope you enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you want to hear, what you want to see. I will do my very, very best to make it happen. And I am gonna make it an effort to try and do more positive related videos about positive people who deserve an actual video, and she was one of many who deserved it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it, and I'll see you next time.